Welcome back to the channel, Soap fans. And we are diving right into the July 10 sneak peek photos. So much is happening. It is just non-stop. We are looking at these pictures and the drama is just jumping off the screen. But let's start with the most heartbreaking storyline right now. Chanel and Johnny. Because things are getting so real for them, so heavy, the photos show them on the couch. A very serious conversation. Chanel looks absolutely miserable. And who can blame her? She is pregnant and battling breast cancer. The chemo is starting to take its toll. The exhaustion, the fear. Johnny is standing by her. He is trying so hard to be the Rock. He opens a box. He has this grin on his face like he just solved all their problems. But he hasn't. Because you can't just fix cancer with a present. You can't just smile away the terror of losing your wife or your unborn child. Johnny stepped down as DiMera CEO just to be by her side. He walked away from his father's toxic empire because Chanel is his whole world. And now they are just sitting in their living room, trying to survive. So what is in the box? Wigs. Johnny bought his wife a couple of wigs to try on because the chemo is going to make her lose her hair. Or maybe it already is falling out in clumps. 3 of the sneak peek photos show Chanel trying on this long blonde wig, and at first she is not having it. She looks so displeased, just totally unhappy, and you have to feel for her. She never asked for this. She wanted a happy pregnancy, not a fight for her life, but then her mood shifts a little. One photo shows her actually smiling in the blonde wig. Maybe Johnny said something sweet. Maybe she realizes she can still look beautiful. But then she tries on another one. A darker blonde or maybe brown wig with bangs. And the smile is gone. She hates it. She is just not pleased at all. Johnny is trying to console her, putting his hands on her, trying to be the supportive husband, but it is so clunky. It is so hard to watch them struggle. Chanel is usually so vibrant, so full of life, running her bakery, bossing people around, and now she is reduced to trying on fake hair while her body fights a war. And let's just dump all the background info here because it matters. Chanel has been through hell lately. Her mother, Paulina, has been breathing down her neck, trying to bully Chanel and Johnny into using EJ's untested Versavix drug instead of radiation or chemo, because Paulina is terrified for the baby. But Versavix is failing. Lexi is dying again because of it. Dr. Rolf's lab rats are dropping dead. So Chanel made the brave choice to stick with the traditional medical route. Even though she was terrified, even though she had that horrible scare during July sweeps where she was bleeding and went into early labor, it was a nightmare. And Johnny was in a total panic. They are in the thick of it. And now they are just sitting on a couch, trying on wigs, trying to pretend their whole world isn't collapsing. Trying to find a shred of normalcy in a situation that is anything but normal. But of course, they can't just have a private moment, because this is Salem. Someone always walks in unannounced. And this time it is Brady Black. The photos show Brady arriving right in the middle of Chanel's wig fashion show. And he does not look like he is there to offer fashion advice. He looks intense, angry. So why is Brady crashing this vulnerable moment? We have to connect the dots. Brady and Sarah have been playing private investigator digging into DiMera Pharmaceuticals, looking into the tainted Carrizo pills that killed Destiny and her sister Clea, and the bad batch of pills laced with arsenic that EJ secretly buried on Smith Island. The same pills that are currently poisoning Holly Jonas. Holly's dying. Her condition's getting worse by the minute. Time is running out, and Brady is desperate. He loves Sarah. Sarah is frantic to save her niece. So Brady is on the warpath. So here is the working theory. Did Johnny leave the arsenic clue in Sarah's office? We know Johnny was snooping around DiMera. He was caught by Rita. He found out about the tainted drug history. EJ was forced to confess the truth to him. So Johnny knows his dad is a monster. He knows EJ covered up the arsenic leak, but Johnny is a good guy. He doesn't want innocent people to die, but he also doesn't want to publicly destroy his own father. So maybe he left an anonymous clue for Sarah, a breadcrumb, and maybe Brady figured it out. Maybe Brady tracked the clue back to Johnny. And now Brady is standing in Johnny and Chanel's living room demanding answers. Demanding that Johnny testify or hand over the hard proof to save Holly. Right in the middle of Chanel trying on chemo wigs. The timing is just brutal, but Brady doesn't care. He is in full black patch mode. And that brings us to the next photo. Just a single shot of Steve and Brady talking. Black Patch is officially on the case. Steve Patch Johnson and Brady Black working together to take down EJ DiMera. They are deep into the Coraceal poison cases. Steve is a legend. He knows how to track down corporate cover-ups. If Steve figured out that Johnny was the inside source, he would absolutely send Brady to put the screws to him. Because Steve knows Brady has that ruthless Kyriakis edge when he needs it. And Brady is highly motivated. He is furious at the DiMeras. He just had a massive blowout with Kristen over Rachel being released from Bayview. He is sick of EJ's toxic family destroying lives. So Steve and Brady are putting their heads together, looking at the evidence, trying to nail EJ to the wall before Holly takes her last breath. It is high stakes drama. But let's shift gears, because the DiMera Mansion isn't the only place with drama. Let's talk about the Brady Pub and Leo Stark. Because Leo is an absolute mess right now, the sneak peek photos show Leo literally leaning on Javi, and Javi is holding him steady. Javi is now played by Jacob Martinez, by the way. He just took over the role from Al Calderon, and he is doing a great job looking extremely worried in these shots because Leo is not doing well. Days fans know Leo is recovering from multiple concussions. He has been knocked around, and he is not taking care of himself properly. He is pushing too hard, trying to stay in the mix, trying to stay relevant, and his body is just giving out. His brain is scrambled. He looks pale and weak, and he is using Javi as a physical crutch. And it is so complicated between these two because Leo is obsessed with Javi. Leo thought Javi was his soulmate after the whole Dimitri disaster, but Javi rejected him. Javi moved on with Gus, the firefighter from Texas, and Leo has been losing his mind over it, spying on them, plotting to sabotage Gus's municipal job application so Gus would have to leave Salem. Leo's toxic, but right now, in this photo, he is just fragile. He is literally collapsing into Javi's arms. And Javi, being the good guy he is, can't just let him fall. Javi is holding him up, looking so concerned. And you have to wonder if this physical vulnerability is going to spark something. Will Javi feel sorry for Leo? Will this ruin things with Gus? Leo always finds a way to weave himself into people's lives like a parasite. And a concussion is the perfect excuse to need constant care. It is classic Leo manipulation, even if the injury is real. But Leo isn't just resting, because Leo never stops scheming. The final sneak peek photo shows Leo sitting all alone at a table. He has his laptop open, and he is looking at a thumb drive, staring at it like it is the Holy Grail. The reporter in him is always looking for the next big story, and he might have just found a massive clue. What is on that drive? Is it proof of EJ's arsenic cover-up? Is it the truth about Dr. Rolf's Versavic's serum failing and killing Lexi? Or maybe it is proof that Kristen murdered Sophia Choi, because we know Kristen bashed Sophia's head in with a rock and dumped her in the river. And Leo is always snooping around the DiMera mansion. If Leo got his hands on security footage or digital files, he could blow Salem wide open. But with his concussions, his brain is scrambled. Can't even process the information. We will have to wait and see. But this July 10 episode is going to be absolutely packed with revelations. Stay tuned.